Welcome to the first episode of Clarity for Creators. How to create content where you're scared to be seen. Let's talk about it. Most of us don't struggle with finding ideas, scrolling, and things like that, filling up our journals. The problem we truly have is visibility. Maybe you're not afraid to press record, but you're afraid to post because you're afraid of critiques. You're afraid of what people are going to see what you look like or hear what you sound like. I'll tell you a little bit about my journey. So I've known for a long time that I've always wanted to show up and that I've had something to say. I don't know what it was, but I just had that feeling that the day that I decide to post, that I would probably be impacted by a comment or that somebody would be impacted by my message. And at some point I was like, I can probably build something online for real if I show up. But the moment it was time to post it, I was like, I don't even have any followers. Who is this really for? Are they really gonna listen to me? And I froze. And where did all those videos sit? In my drafts. Or better yet, I was just like, you know what? I'm not posting it, and I would just delete them. I could relate with you because I know for sure that you're overthinking it and that you just keep delaying. Last year, you were like, I'm gonna start in 2026. And here we are almost at the end of Q1 and you still haven't posted. I totally get it. A lot of us feel like, okay, I don't have the latest gear, or I'll do it when I feel polished. And before you know it, you have all that content piled up, sitting in your drafts, and you scroll on social media and you see somebody do an exact piece of content for which you had the idea that's still sitting in your draft. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. I had the same idea. Well, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Faye, and this is Clarity for Creators. My goal for this new series is really to help aspiring content creators go from scared and inconsistent to confident and intentional online. And today, I really just want to talk about one of the biggest reasons most of us never get started. When I go back to the fear of glossophobia that I've had for years, it stems from elementary. I was able to prepare the best presentations, but when it was time to do an oral presentation, I froze. I would always be like, hey teacher, could I do it at the end of the school day? Because you're afraid to be seen. It was because being visible was personal. And you know, when you get up in front of a crowd, you feel like, oh my God, they're gonna analyze you from head to toe, that they're not even listening to what you're saying. When in truth, most people are not even studying what you're wearing. They're studying what's actually coming out of your mouth. So for those of you who still battle with the fear of showing up on camera, going live, no matter what it is, I totally get you. You feel exposed and you feel uncomfortable. My goal for this video is to help you stop making fear mean stop. I don't want you to associate fear with having to stop doing anything. I want you to be able to show up, be confident, and be unapologetically you, and share that message, share that experience that you have deep down on the inside, because you know it could be of value to somebody. After all, remember, you're the messenger, and there's somebody out there that needs to hear your message. There's somebody out there going through the exact same situation that you're going through, and they don't know that they can come out of it. So don't be afraid to post. Don't worry, it's a work in progress, and together we'll get there. A few items that you'll need a pen, a paper, physical calendar, tablet, laptop. If you have that, I have my happy planner that I'm going to be using today, and I have my calendar. So if you're not tech savvy, that's okay, because after all, I still enjoy my paper and pen. Make yourself comfortable. We're sipping on some lemon tea, and that's just really what we're doing. I want this to be an enjoyable thing for you. First things first, I want you to call the fear what it is, because after all, it's fear. If you don't call it out, then you're just pretending like it's not happening. Sometimes you'll tell yourself, I don't know what to post. And you know that that's not true. You know what to post, but you're not posting because you feel that people are going to judge you. Or you're like, what if nobody watches? What if people watch, but they think that I'm awkward? And the biggest one that stops a lot of us, what if my friends and family find my account and actually watch my videos? And then you start self-sabotaging yourself and you're like, what if I'm truly not meant for this? What if I'm not good at this? All those things that I just mentioned has nothing to do with strategy. It has to do with fear. And let me tell you, fear will have you procrastinate and then have you feel like, oh yeah, I'm actually planning something. And I know what I'm talking about, because fear had me stay in research mode for years, calling it preparation. I would scroll, research, bookmark, jot down ideas. And every time I felt ready, I was like, I'm still in preparation mode. Excuse, delay, overthinking. And then sometimes you're like, you know what? Nah, okay, I've done the research. It's there, but then I don't feel like I resonate with that niche. I need to update my bio. You keep doing these things repeatedly, and yet still you haven't posted the video. You've recorded it. It's sitting in your drafts, but you haven't posted it because it's like you're always retweaking something. It's just like, let me lay the edge, and as soon as I have a flyweight, let me go back and put my headband on so I can lay it down. And we shouldn't be striving for perfection. We should be striving for progression. Everybody has a humble beginning. If you think about all those big brands that you shop from, do you think that they got it right the first time? No, you got everything that it takes. All you have to do, you're already able to press record. It's just a matter of posting. So continue pressing record, but we're not going to allow them to sit in the drafts anymore. And I want you to know that you're not behind. You're not lazy. It's all just a thing of being uncomfortable. In all honesty, I need you to hear this and I need you to believe it. And being uncomfortable is fixable. The second point that I have is you don't really have to be fully comfortable before you begin. Start scared. Yeah, you hear everybody say it, but it's really true. I want you to think of it like this. There's that dream job that you want out there. Are you not going to apply because you're afraid? No, you're actually going to do it. When you find out that somebody in your circle is crushing on you, are you going to let the love of your life walk out just because you're uncomfortable? Better yet, when people around you make you feel like you're less than, you speak up, you use your voice. Same thing here. Confidence comes from repetition. So if you need to anchor yourself daily with an affirmation, go ahead and do that. I'm owning this unapologetically. God put this deep down on the inside of me, and I know that there's somebody out there that needs to hear it. Hype yourself up. With that said, stop waiting to feel like a pro before you even feel like a beginner. Beginners are supposed to look like beginners. That's not failure. That's just proof that you're starting from somewhere. Number 3, you know why you're overwhelmed? Because you're trying to launch yourself like somebody who's already hit the mark of being established. The third thing, pick a simple lane. It's great for you to have a goal, but you have to launch yourself as a beginner first. And this is why you're overwhelmed, because you think you need a whole filming crew. And the truth of the matter is, you don't need all of that to begin. It's great to want to be able to get there and do those things, but ultimately, you don't need all those things to start. Once again, it's great for you to have an end goal, but I don't want you to be focused on all these things that you think that you need to start. I host TikTok University on TikTok. How I teach it, I just tell my people, if you know that you're ready to show up and you're ready to start recording, don't be worried about the aesthetically pleasing editing. Hit record, start, finish, post. Do that for at least 30 days. Why 30 days? Because it's going to allow you to, number 1, get comfortable with your new environment. It allow you to try different formats, talking heads, voiceovers, tutorial. Then we go back and we look at the analytics. And if nothing is broken, we leave it alone. And then slowly, we start to tack on. But at least when you look back in 30 days, when you look back in 60 days, you'll be able to see your humble beginnings, and you personally will be able to know, okay, you know what? I need to tweak this, or I'm actually comfortable, and you just become a professional yapper. So if you're just starting, your first job is not to impress people. Your first job is to get started. So when I say start with a simple lane, it could even be something like simple story times or simple clips of a day in a life. And please don't try to be everything at once. Just pick one lane. The goal is to commit to one style long enough to truly learn it. Number 4, give yourself a realistic cadence. What do I mean by that? Give yourself a realistic time frame for when and what you want to post. A lot of us scroll and we hear a lot of people say, I posted 7 times a day, 7 times a week, and it got me this result. Yeah, it got them that result. Did they tell you how stressed out and exhausted they were when they were probably posting 7 times a day, 7 times a week? Where do you find time to create all that content, let alone edit it? Captions, all these things, those all take time. So listen, I want you to develop a system and a pattern that works for you. So if that means that it's once a week, it's once a week, because life is lifing. So you taking on this extra journey, you have to make it fit into your lifestyle. Is it one video, one live stream? Whatever it is, just make sure it's realistic to your life. To add to that, consistency is not about posting the most. It's about posting in a way that your real life can support it. We're so accustomed to finding excuses, and I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna have that, and you haven't even posted 10 times. We're here building out our online presence on every single platform. And while I talk about that, for now, just pick one platform that you know you're ready to commit to. With this 30-day test, I need you to remember that what we're doing is we're collecting data and we're doing repetition. You don't need to know everything off the bat, and everything definitely doesn't have to be perfect. Please don't get caught up with chasing virality. Please, there is no secret sauce. There is no recipe to becoming viral. How somebody else became viral is their secret sauce. And the way I see it is, God already made you CEO and empire of your life from your mother's womb before you were born. You are already viral. How you are going to get your own virality is by showing up and committing to yourself, because people come to your page based on what they've gotten to know you for. Please don't get caught up in the hype. We're not building you up and building your page for people to scroll by. We're building your page for people to stop and hit follow, because your bio says who you are, what you're for, and what they can expect. Yes, we can have a little bit of fun. You can do your lifestyle, whatever it is, but still honor yourself and stay true to you. So for the next 30 days, you know what you're doing? You're gonna pick your lane. I mean, you're gonna pick your topic, you're gonna pick your niche. Then you're gonna pick your cadence. Cadence, 1 video, 2 video. Then you are going to pick your batching days, right? And don't forget, all those things are going into your calendar. Then you're gonna post them. And after you've done that, then we're gonna sit back with ourselves and we're gonna review. Okay, what was the easiest for me? What felt comfortable? Or what got the most saves? What got the most engagement? What style do I wanna keep building on? That's how we're gonna build clarity. It's not gonna be from hiding, it's gonna be from testing. Before I let you go, let's do a little creator check-in. So my question for you is, are you really confused about content, or are you scared to show up before you feel polished? Once you finally name the problem, you could actually start working on it. So be honest with yourself and let's continue this conversation in the comments. I'm really rooting for you. I'm gonna leave you with a challenge this week. I want you to post 1 piece of content before you feel fully ready. Nothing reckless, just 1 video, 1 message, 1 visibility. And once you post it, please don't go back and overwatch it and overanalyze it. Just allow yourself to sit in the moment, inhale, exhale, and there goes that person's car alarm again. But honestly, after you've posted it, please go celebrate yourself for this small beginning. And if there's one thing that I wish somebody would have told me years ago in school, when I was afraid to show up in front of the class, which ultimately led to me being afraid to show up in public, is that you don't need to be fearless to start. You just need to stop letting fear be the one make the decisions over your life. I normally do affirmations on Creator for Life, the vibe check episodes that I post, and I'm feeling like I need to say something affirmation wise. So here goes. So this is what's coming to mind. I want you to know that you don't need a perfect condition to begin, and what you have to say truly matters. And please do not hide until you feel polished. And when you post that piece of content, could you please tag me or let me know, because I'm rooting for you and I want to see you win. But if after watching this becomes your reason to stop hiding and start showing up, comment ready in the comments so I can cheer you on. And you can definitely always join me on TikTok University on Monday and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Come on in. And maybe you're new to TikTok and you want to join the app. It is also one of the quickest apps that you can monetize yourself on. So if you want to tap into monetizing your personal brand, monetizing your business, or if you even want to tap into battling. I know you hear things on the streets and other people are going to other platforms. TikTok is still a great app that you could use to monetize yourself. And I could speak for myself. And can I tell you, I've monetized and I've networked with amazing people. So if you know that that is something that you would like to tap into, don't forget, join me on TikTok. I'll leave my handle in the description and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.